Hello, fellow YouTubers. It is Godzilla tonight. We're here coming at you with a Godzilla vs. Kong update. And this update will be on merchandising, but specifically the toys department. And we all like them Godzilla toys, so let's get started. This comes from Gormaru Island's Twitter page. So, yeah, let's get started. Legendary and Toho Tag's first toy line partner for Godzilla vs. Kong. Playmates Toys Limited. Jakks, NECA, Bandai likely to develop for Godzilla vs. Kong. Playmates Toys is a Hong Kong China toy company, one with a US branch that has seen successful product lines and sales. Within a recently released Playmates Toys 2019 interim and brand report spotlighting their success and future ventures, Godzilla vs. Kong was officially announced to being one of those adventures for next year's business, stating, "In 2020, Legendary Pictures, Toho, and Warner Brothers will arrange for fans worldwide the long-awaited battle between Godzilla and Kong upon the big screen. We will be developing a full Godzilla vs. Kong product line, giving children everywhere the opportunity to join the battle of the century." Beyond Playmates Toys, previously in their interview with License Global, Legendary Entertainment has stated, "Legendary continues to work in all categories with best-in-class partners that are drawn to our exciting fan-focused IP," says Deckel. "As a result, we have long-standing relationships with some of the biggest names in licensing, including Bandai, Playmates, Jakks Pacific, Mezco, NECA, Changes, Hot Topic, and Amazon, just to name a few." Okay, so it's likely. So the end of the report says, "So it's unlikely that Jakks Pacific, NECA, and of course Bandai might return again for Godzilla vs. Kong. The mentioning of Mezco, which has produced the King Kong of Skull Island figurine merch, does spark curiosity, but until tagged, it's just speculation." So let's start speculating. So for speculation, we all know that. So what was just said, we know that these toy companies have the rights to make Godzilla vs. Kong figures, but we don't know does NECA have the rights to make Kong yet, and we don't know if there's other Titans in the licensing, because we all know that some of the new Titans from the Godzilla vs. King of the Monsters film has gotten so much popularity, like Behemoth, for example. So we don't know if that's the case, if it's just going to be like Godzilla and Kong toys, because that would be cool, but I mean, it would be kind of boring. It would be nice to get figures of the other Titans, even if they're like cheap, non-articulated figures. That's just me. But we don't know yet, but as a recording of this video, it's August 30th, so they should be developing the figures already, at least be finishing the final prototypes in order to start production, because it takes about, to my knowledge, from my research, it takes about a whole year to develop a figure, but it takes about 4 to 5 months to actually sculpt, articulate, and get approved figures, and then afterwards, it's like another 5-6 month process of actually making the figures, putting them in the boxes, and shipping them out to retailers worldwide. So Mezco recently got the Kong license, which by recently I mean like maybe like a year and a half ago, and they made this figure that you see on screen right now. I don't own it because it doesn't call my attention. I do think it's a pretty cool figure, but I just passed on it. But then here you have the Playmates toys. They did do a Kong line for when Peter Jackson's King Kong film came out, and I do own 2 of those figures, and I think they're really, really good. But then there's some people on Twitter and Instagram bashing on Jakks Pacific for them not wanting for Jakks to make the figures, and then that they want Playmates to make them. But you got to think about it. You do realize that the Playmates toys were made in 2005, 2006, around that area. And you have these figures that came out literally a couple months ago of 2019. But you got to realize that it was cheaper to make toys back then than it is now. So that's why one of the reasons why they could look better from back then than they do now. Or it could just be because they just 3D printed it, and they didn't go and do an excessive sculpting on it, or they're just lazy. I don't think that they're lazy because, I don't know, I just personally think that they didn't do it because they were lazy. I just think they just did it because it was their first time with their license with other than Godzilla. I'm certain that NECA will make a NECA 2020 Godzilla, but the Kong, I know they're trying to get the license for it, but there's like so many like other companies that have the license to make Kong, but it also there's a weird thing with the Kong license where a lot of movie companies have the license to Kong, and they're just like, who do we need to the license from to make this figures? So it's kind of like that kind of process too, because there's so many companies that have the license. It's just confusing. But I do also hope NECA gets the rights to make other Titans, although I doubt if they did, they would make them, because if you notice, they have like a lot of repaints, and they try to use the molds as much as possible. So, that kind of sucks. But Bandai, I doubt Bandai Creations will do anything personally, because I mean, they said in an interview like 2 years ago from Toho Kingdom that they were gonna make figures for Shin Godzilla and Godzilla King of the Monsters. Nothing and nothing, just re-release and re-release and re-release, repaints, whatever. So I honestly 90% doubt that we'll get a figures from them. Bandai Japan, I'll totally 100% we're gonna get figures from there. The thing is, I don't know if we're gonna get other kaiju or just Godzilla and Kong. I've really been wanting a vinyl Kong for a long time. Pretty sure all of us have. It'd be awesome if they re-release their 62 Kong, although I doubt that. But let's see, the Mezco, I don't know if they're gonna do any Godzilla related products. I'm pretty sure they are since it's in the tweet. But yeah, that's all I have for today. Thanks for watching, guys. What do you guys think? Do you think that Bandai Creations will make a comeback for this Godzilla vs Kong, or they're just gonna step out the game and be like, let's let the other companies do their thing? I do hope that everything else goes fine with the toy line. I hope the movie does well so we can get more MonsterVerse films, because MonsterVerse is pretty cool. I would like to see them expand upon the mythology, the Hollow Earth theory, because that's really interesting. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. Thanks, guys.